It's a nice, beautiful, foggy morning, and today I thought it would be perfect time midweek to show you how to strengthen your core, work your abs without having to lay on the floor and do crunches. So this is perfect for anyone who has a hard time laying on the floor or just doesn't enjoy crunches like myself. For me, I just feel like it's very one-dimensional. It's easy to do them wrong, easy to mess up your neck. So while they serve a purpose, and if you like them, great, I prefer other ways, kind of multitasking, working other muscles at the same time. So I'm going to show you my favorite core exercises that are done standing. And I'm currently dealing with a back issue, and I can still do these without feeling any pain, and feel like I'm working my body, I'm strengthening it, I'm lengthening it, I'm also improving my posture, getting a little bit of arm work, leg work, very, very full body. That's the way that I like to do all my exercises, is when I do one movement, I want it to work multiple movements. And that's really how we should be moving throughout life too. Anytime we're doing something, we're not just working our arm or working our legs, but it really should be engaging our abdominals, our core, glutes should be activated. So this is going to really help to even out the body, rebalance, and we're going to start it out in a nice wide stance. So if you've ever done my mindful mobility class, this is how we start out our plies, or our version of squat, also our core, lots of different exercises. So you want to find your spot where knees stop right above the ankles. So I see this a lot when I teach live classes. This is probably the most challenging position for people to find. They're just not aware of it. So try to do it in front of a mirror, in front of a camera, just some way that you can see it and create that muscle memory. So when I get into my deepest position, knees are right above the ankle. You can also test it out when I get into a lunge. It's not here. It's not here, so you don't want this to be falling in. It's just that nice, comfortable spot. And it's okay if it goes slightly past the ankle. Just don't let it go past the toes, or you're gonna put work into the knees. So just to start to warm up those legs, I always like to say, imagine you're between two pieces of glass. So you're not sticking your butt out, you're not leaning back, don't do that. You're just going side to side. You're nice and open. Think about beautiful posture. Think about engaging those abdominals. So as soon as we move away from our center, our abdominals immediately should be fired up, engaged, supporting us. Now, hold it over to one side. Keep that chest open. I'm going to extend opposite arm to leg, and I'm going to lean over. As I move away from my center, my core engages, abdominals engage. You should feel my glutes, my quads, my abs, chest is open, arm is as extended long as you can get it, and then I'm going to switch sides. So we're going to start out slow. See how my arm makes one straight line all the way down to my ankle, and I can use this arm to kind of rest depending on if I'm holding. So just find that positioning. We're starting out slow, so you can look at yourself in a mirror, in a camera, and you can just see all this alignment and get a sense of what that feels like. Also, don't let this knee fall in. Engage those glutes, pull back. And if you have any pain or discomfort in this position, either your knee or your back or anything, just limit your range of motion. Just leaning slightly away from that center will do wonders, okay? So pace yourself, take your time, and reach and lengthen. So now we're gonna go a little bit faster. 1, and make sure that if you have the mobility, if it feels okay, get that arm as long as you can get it, right by that ear. Don't let it block your face. Keep that chest open. Remember, we're between two pieces of glass, so we're flat right now. We're just going side to side. And I like to, so you can kind of rest your elbow on your knee and then kind of hold your waist, and if you don't feel like you're engaging, by touching it might help remind it to work. Also, by doing this, we're improving posture. So a lot of us are working from home right now, maybe a little less mobile than we're used to. This, as I'm reaching, I'm not just sinking into it, I'm lifting up and out of my hips, which will train the core to really, instead of just sinking into our hips while we sit, help to lift us up, lengthen and reach, and hold it here. Now to take it to that next level, keep that arm long. We're going to take this bottom arm up and down. Now, like I said, as we lean away from our center, we engage the core more. By adding the arms, the longer the lever, the heavier the load. Adding one arm adds a little bit of weight to our center. Adding two arms adds a lot of weight. So if this is challenging for you, what you can do is stay here and just touch the knee, touch the quad, touch the knee, touch the quad. So even that will throw you off your balance a little bit. You can also just come out a little bit. Coming up all the way up is the most challenging. Switching sides, so we want to make sure we're nice and even. Bottom arm up and down, or come down a little bit lower. You can also touch the knee, touch the quad, touch the knee, and I'm feeling my core shaking here. And again, what I love about this is right now, because of my back, I can't even do crunches even if I wanted to. It's that tucking, contracting movement that's bothering it. But this feels really good. I'm working. You can lean a little bit more, like get yourself out of breath a little bit. Come up, lower it down, stand it up. And the other thing that I love about those is we're lengthening through the spine. So think about sitting all the time. Spine is constantly stacked. We're not doing much movement, and our spine is meant to move in all different directions. It's supposed to be long, our vertebra stretched out. You know, if they're stacked, they're just going to crunch those little muscles and dehydrate them, all the joints, all that stuff. And by doing this type of movement, we're also going to revive those little muscles and joints in between the spine and give us much more mobility. So one more little thing before we go. One of my other favorite core exercises, which is of course full body, because that's what I love to do, is you're going to lean into that front leg, really force that back leg down. And so I have the leg that's furthest from the camera in front, so I'm going to take the opposite arm, reach it out in front. The other arm is going to reach back, and I'm going to lean into it, really, really lean, lift that arm up, 3, 2, 1, come back to center. We're going to switch sides. So the legs are kind of like, if you do yoga, it's kind of like warrior pose. You want to be able to draw a straight line from heel to heel. Opposite arm to leg, reach and lean. The more you lean, the more you're going to work that core. 3, 2, 1, back to center. Now lean, bring the arms out to the side. Don't let them come back here. Peripheral vision. Lift, 3, 2, 1, and I'm squeezing my back muscles here as I do that. I'm not lifting from the shoulders, I'm just lifting from those back muscles. We did 3 extras there, so we'll do 3 extras on the other side. Lean, side, lift, 2, 3, 3 more, 3, 2, 1, back to center. Lean into it, extend both arms in front like you have a serving tray, but palms stay down. Lift up. We're going to take this slow up and down. Now if you have this is not bothering my back, but if it is bothering your back, just come up a little bit higher. You can even keep your weight kind of centered, but the more you lean, the more challenging it'll be. Other side. You also feel those shoulders. And 3, 2, 1. Let's go one more. Bonus from the last side. Back to center. Shake it out. Shake out those hips. Hopefully you feel a couple inches taller, a little more stretched out, and limber to start your day.